Mary Kay Letourneau, Deborah LaFave, Stacy Schuler, Sarah Jones, Laura Whitehurst, Brianne Altus, Ramsey Burse, Molly Verkamp, Christina Formello, Catherine Pryor, Marcia Noel, Maris Nichols, Therese Michelle Butler, Colleen Joe Madrigo, Pamela Smart. You know, these are the faces of the people you would never expect to do the things they did, but let me tell you the ages of the people that are accusing them. 15, 12, 17, 14, 16, 13, 17, 15, 14, 16, 13, 17, 15, 17, 15. You already know the version of the story you've been told. The one that says danger has a certain look, a certain voice, a certain kind of person. That version that you know is comfortable. It lets you relax around everybody else. But comfort is not the same thing as real safety. Watch what happens when the person who causes harm does not match the picture in your head. Watch how fast the explanations appear. How quickly the focus shifts from what the person did to how they must be feeling. How easy accountability turns into understanding. And that's not random that people do that. It's a pattern. And once you see that pattern, you can't unsee the next part. People notice which groups get a soft landing. They notice which faces trigger automatic defense. They notice that looking a certain way or sounding a certain way or belonging in the right category can buy you time, sympathy, and second chances that others never really received. Some of them will use that, not because they were forced to use that knowledge, but because the system taught them that the odds were better that way. So the real question isn't whether one group is more dangerous than the other. The real question is what happens to a culture that keeps pretending only some people are capable of real harm. And here's the part that nobody wants to say out loud. Anybody can be a predator. And I mean anybody. And the moment you decide that isn't true, the moment you start handing out trust based on appearance, identity, or first feeling, you create that exact opening that the wrong people will walk through. Blind loyalty based on what they look like, what they sound like isn't kindness. It's a weak type of vulnerability. And every time we protect that vulnerability, instead of closing it, we make the next harm a little easier to get away with. The only position that actually protects people is a simple one. Judge the action. Hold the person who did it responsible. Stop deciding in advance who is capable and who isn't. Because the ones who are capable already know the difference. They're counting on the rest of us not to.